this is a little bit of a tangent. It goes into a broader area that I would hope maybe one day we'll do sort of a topic on it. In that a feeling, we try and grade it. Okay, this feeling is this, whatever, is 10, this feeling is 5, whatever. There are multiple ways that you can get to like that level of feeling. And yet sometimes we try and, if it's through work, if it's through doing something that takes there's a lot of hurdles in the way to get to, say I want to go, an example for a friend, he likes going out and drifting. He likes drift cars. And so he was going to buy one, do one up, and then go out and get that feeling of happiness that he's looking for. And I asked him, and I'm like, that feeling of happiness that you'll get after going through all these steps to get to out on the dirt and drifting around, how different is that from you spending time with your son, who's like 1 year old, like very young? And he's like, it's kind of the same. So I'm like, why are you bothering with all these steps? Like it's perfectly fine to do that. But if you're having to do all these steps that you dislike, that are going to be annoyances, are going to be pains to get to that feeling, why not just do something small that already gives you that feeling that you can do almost immediately?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting case. I would say that you need variety. It's almost like training. I would say that you couldn't, okay, so we have this love and belonging. Let's say you had an intimate partner. I don't think that's enough. I think the variety is actually important as well. So basically in his case, maybe, and I was thinking about this as well while you were speaking, is that this comes back to our internal motivations, and sometimes we don't understand why that's the case. So like, why does he actually like the drift car? What happens to him that actually makes him have that desire? Because some people, you put them in a drift car, they want to get out straight away. Like that's dangerous to them. So there's this, I'm going back to it, the biological response happening in that individual, and that's what they're striving for. And why it happens to that individual, I don't know if we fully understand, but I guess what we try to do is we try to explain it. We try to provide reason why. So like if I asked him, well, why do you like drifting? He'll tell me all the little things that relate to why he does it. But I don't think that really gets to the heart of the question. I don't think we necessarily know why he actually likes drifting. It's just he was born that way. And that's what gives him that excitement. And maybe it was born that way in combination with all the experiences he's had. And then for some reason it just clicks with him. And there probably isn't a good reason why. Yeah.
I just went on a short trip in my mind when you said something there, like talking about how it's just biological, and if we can figure out what it is that's triggering that, you could use that. And then that's kind of where the world is going, like with the whole idea of the metaverse and VR, and like trying to hack those biological processes in order to give us that feeling.
You're right.
And like that kind of leads to the Matrix, and it got really dystopian for me. So I'm like, that's a topic for another time. But